What's up, Dingleberries? This is Mr. Dingles here. This video is a long time in the making. It took a while to put together and a lot of recording and a lot of editing and shit. This is basically going to be a small introduction to the characters of Borderlands 2. As of right now, there's 4 characters, so this video is just going to talk about each one, mainly focusing on their special abilities and the advantages and disadvantages of each one. So let's not waste any time, let's just get started. Alright guys, so the first character we're going to look at here is named Axton. He is a commando, basically a soldier. His action skill is called Saber Turret, which we will take a look at in a second here. His combat style is to keep to cover and never give the enemy a chance. Alright, so let's take a look at the Saber Turret action skill. Alright guys, so Axton, the commando, his special ability is called Saber Turret. What it is the turret that you deploy on the battlefield. You throw an item out there, and wherever it lands is where the turret deploys. It's basically an automated gun, shoots enemies by itself without any control by the player, so it allows you to deploy it and then have use of your guns to shoot the enemies. Some of the upgrades you can get, you can increase the number of shots and the accuracy. You can unlock an ability to throw it farther. You can unlock some rocket pads for it. Some of the other ones is you can unlock an ability that allows you, the character, to deal more damage while you have your turret deployed. You can deploy it with a shield, so when you deploy it, you'll see a shield surrounding it. If you're standing in there, you're protected from gunfire, but not melee or explosives. You can unlock an ability to be able to deploy it on walls and on ceilings, and another one is the cooldown rate, just the amount of time in between usage. The 3 big upgrades to this gun, one of them is you can have a second gun on each turret. Each turret deploys with 1 gun, so second gun obviously twice the capability, also attacking 2 enemies at once. You can also unlock a second turret altogether, so you deploy 1, then you can deploy another, which is awesome. Each one has 2 guns if you get them both, so it's 4 guns. And the hardest one to get would be the nuclear blast. Deploys a nuclear bomb on the enemies, doesn't damage you at all. It's a very useful tactical special ability to have. It obviously gives you a second gun to use, or in this case even 2 if you get to the later unlocks. It's also good for flanking. You can deploy it far away. Enemies will shift their focus to it, and that'll allow you to get the flank. So if any of you guys decide you want to use Axton, I guarantee you're not going to be disappointed with this special ability. The only disadvantage I would say that this ability has is that, especially for the first quite a while into the game, it doesn't take a whole lot of gunfire to destroy the turret, so you want to make sure you're smart about it. Alright guys, the second character here on the list, his name is Zero. He is an assassin. I've seen it spelled Z-E-R-O and Z-E-R-0. His action skill is Deception, which again we will take a look at here in just a second. This character is more for the person who's more a big fan of long-range sniping, which I am, but I use a soldier, or a fan of melee. It says slitting throats here, but yeah, basically melee. So let's take a look at what that deception skill is all about. Okay, so Zero's special ability is called Deception. What it is when you activate it, you vanish, you disappear for a few seconds, and then you can basically walk around. You with a decoy. You can attack enemies with melee. That's what you're supposed to do with this special ability. It allows you to go up there. That's basically their cutthroat ability. It starts a countdown, so you have about 5 seconds to get to the enemy. You want to melee attack that enemy as close to Zero as possible. The closer you are, the more damage you deal. Some of the upgrades that you can get for this are, while having it active, the critical hit locations will be highlighted. Another one is it makes your holographic explode after it reaches the 0 count, whether you melee or don't. The third upgrade here is that it increases the gun damage, and it allows your health to regenerate, and you move faster, so you can cover more ground in that short period of time. While active, the last upgrade here is while it's active and the target is in your crosshairs, pressing a button dashes forward at them, and you deal massive damage. But you have to still be pretty close, only 3 meters. 2 of the special ones that I've liked, pressing F while active throws a handful of kunai. Each one is its own random elemental type. This does not benefit from any of the other deception bonuses we talk about, but it doesn't actually end it, which is good. You can still get your melee in. The final upgrade here being killing the enemy with melee while it's active causes you to deploy another decoy, and it adds time to your duration. So if I'm going up to an enemy and I attack him right before 0, kill him, the timer starts again. So that's pretty cool. It can be done multiple times in succession. This is a very it's a very powerful thing to use, but again, you don't have a whole lot of time while you're doing it. I wish that they would add an upgrade so that you know, you can increase the amount of time. That way you can cover more ground, so you can still stay far away. Because if you know the character is a sniper, so you're going to be far away a lot of times anyway. So they should give you more time to actually approach the enemy. So I thought that should have been cool, but it is a really powerful thing to use. Definitely recommend everyone try it out. No harm in that, and see if you like it. If you like it, good for you. I'm more of a turret guy because I like that it can attack multiple enemies at once. The one disadvantage to the Zero's special ability for me is that if you don't attack him before the countdown reaches 0, it's pretty much useless, and you have to wait for the ability to recharge. The other ones kind of have an advantage whether you get a hit or you don't, whereas this one doesn't seem to have much of an advantage to me. Alright, second last character on the list here. Her name is Maya. She is a siren. Her action skill is called Phase Lock, and her combat style, she likes to control the flow of the battlefield. Her action skill plays a big part in that, and I'll explain that to you once we take a look. So let's take a look at that now. Okay, so Maya, who is a siren in this game, her special ability is called Phase Lock. What it does is it puts enemies inside of a bubble and traps them in there, so they take extra damage while they're in that bubble. That's basically all it does in the beginning. It's just for a short time, and some enemies can't be phase locked, so they just take a massive amount of damage instantly. Some of the upgrades are you can increase the duration, so how long they're held in the air. You can make it so that it pulls when you phase lock an enemy, it pulls nearby enemies towards the target that is phase locked and deals damage to them. You can increase your cooldown time, or I guess decrease, so you make it so you can use it again faster. When the enemy is killed during phase lock, this is another upgrade. When you kill an enemy during phase lock, there's a chance a nearby enemy will be phase locked, so that can be used continuously. If another upgrade is if the enemy is phase locked and killed, it deploys life orbs that auto heal you and any allies you may be partying with. Another upgrade here is when it is active, you can gain increased fire rate and damage. There's actually quite a bit of upgrades here. So the next one is you can use it so that when you phase lock a down friend, so if you're in a team and your friend is in a fight for your life, you can phase lock them and it revives them. Another one is all friends regenerate health while they're active. That's including you. The lower the health, the faster they regenerate. Another one is here is that they cause, you can make it so it causes explosion, damaging nearby enemies. The last upgrade here is that while the enemy is phase locked, all shots that you fire that hit enemies have a chance to ricochet and hit other nearby enemies. Some of the good things about this this power or this special ability is that it's not too powerful or useful early on, because it's a very short duration, and while you're doing that, if you know, a lot of the enemies in the beginning are there's a lot of them, so it's not too useful. But as you progress, it does get a lot better. You can use it to escape a jam too. You know, if you're about to die and there's enemies around, you can use that and trap them and then escape. Alright, the fourth and final character on the list here is basically the grunt of the group. His name is Salvador. He's a gunzerker. His action skill is gunzerking. Pretty sure it's pretty much straightforward, but again, we will take a look at that here. He likes to use the big guns and charge the enemy. He likes to be right there in the action. So let's take a look at that gunzerking skill. Alright guys, so Salvador's special attack in this game is called gunzerking. What you do is it draws the second gun from your, you know, when you start the game like I did, you have two guns that you're allowed to carry. It just draws the second gun that's there, and you also regain 50% of your health right away. You also get increased damage reduction, and you consistently regenerate health and ammo. Some of the upgrades that you can get with this action skill are when one of them is when you're gunzerking, with 2 guns of the same type, so handgun, shotgun, whatever, you deal bonus damage. If you're using 2 different types, you gain bonus accuracy. Another cool upgrade I thought was pretty cool was that if you can gun zerk while you're in fight for your life mode. Some of the other ones here is that you can gun zerk when gun zerking is cooling down. You can get bonus gun, melee, and grenade damage. Some of the more basic upgrades you can get, you can increase the gun zerk duration, increase the gun zerk cooldown rate, reduce recoil while you're gun zerking. Some of the other ones, there's actually a lot here. Killing an enemy while gun zerking increases time you can gun zerk, so you get just a little time bonus for killing an enemy. Throwing a grenade while gun zerking causes you to throw 2, and it doesn't cost you an extra grenade. There's a couple more here. Shooting an enemy while gun zerking decreases the cooldown, and it can. No, sorry. Shooting an enemy period decreases cooldown. Can only be done once every 3 seconds. You can regenerate health while it's active, and the lower your health, the faster you regenerate. And you can increase your movement speed while it's active. Some of the big upgrades to the gun zerk attack. One of them is if you can press a button while it's gun zerking, you'll taunt enemies and you'll instantly gain full health. Enemies will be more likely to attack you, but you do gain massive damage reduction for the first few seconds. The longer you hold down the trigger, this is the final upgrade, the longer you hold down the trigger for shooting, the faster your guns fire, and the faster you reload. I am a big fan of this special attack. It definitely is the most powerful, at least early on in the game, and probably through the most part. Some of the disadvantages, though, for me is that especially early on in the game, the cooldown time, the time before you could use it again, is a very long time. It takes quite a while because it is so powerful. But it does have all its advantages. It is very powerful. When it does run out, you could be in the middle of a bunch of enemies. You may have got close, but definitely recommend you guys check it out. It is very powerful, and I think you guys will like it. Alright guys, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just kind of want to talk to you guys about the characters in the game and their special abilities. I didn't really want to elaborate on guns too much because it really doesn't make much of a difference. Like the Zero, the assassin, does a little bit more damage with the sniper at first, nothing crazy. But if you want to be an assassin and use an assault rifle, go ahead. I mean, the difference is minimal, so I mean, whatever gun you want to use, just use it. I recommend either doing all 4 and being well-rounded, or sticking to one type and getting a higher level at that. But it doesn't really matter which gun you use with any class. The special ability really is what's most important that you should be more worried about. I apologize for you guys. I haven't been making a whole lot of videos lately. Not much action. My life's been pretty hectic the last few days, but everything's starting to calm down now, so expect more videos in the upcoming days. In the meantime, Mr. Dingles signing off, guys. Peace.